For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 20 of Season 5 here in the Career Mode RTG. We're back after my break moving house, and today we start with a game away from home against Stoke. Now the previous game, we were able to get a 2-0 victory against Middlesbrough, so obviously it's been just over a week since I last played in this series. I recorded an episode of Napoli that you'll see, or will have seen, yesterday, so I've played a little bit of FIFA in the past couple of hours IRL. But we'll have to wait and see if my form with Napoli translates to form with Cambridge United. Speaking of Napoli, we actually have them in this save in the Champions League. And that'll be the second game of the episode, followed by Watford at home at the end of February. So we'll have to wait and see how we do. Having a very good season. The last episode was entitled Two-Way Title Fight. And that seems to be... well, obviously it's still the case because that was the last time I recorded the episode, but you know what I mean. I think that is how it will stay between now and the end of the season, so we'll just have to wait and see what transpires. Watford are down there in 20th, so I'd like to think we can do well against them. And Stoke, actually, if I actually cast my mind back to the table, are sat 8th. So they're not doing that bad. They're only 3 points, or 4 points. They're only 4 points off Liverpool in 4th. So Stoke are having a good season, beat us, and they could get themselves within a point of the Champions League spots. However, I'd very much like to avoid defeat if possible. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. As mentioned in the video that went up Monday, I'm only going to be uploading one video per day this week. And then once we get to Monday or Tuesday next week, once I've been down to London for Tuesday, Wednesday, and I've gotten back from the Insomnia weekend, then we'll be able to get it back up to the normal schedule of 2 videos per day. So hopefully you can bear with me throughout that period, but you guys seem to be very keen on the fact that FIFA videos are returning, which is good for me because I needed to get back to work. So here we go. Stoke away from home to start things off. Hopefully we can start with a win. Into Joselu. Goes to Janelli and Bula. Nice tackle by Renato Sanchez, but only as far as in the boa. Janelli and Bula can play the through ball, and he has done. Joselu's here in the box and squares it across, and if it weren't for the interception of Bennett, I don't know what my keeper was doing there. If it weren't for the interception of Elliot Bennett there, that surely would have been 1-0 Stoke City. Wow, really good move from them that was 95% sure was going to end up in the back. In fact, more than that. 99.7% sure was going to end up in the back of the net if it weren't for the interception or block from my defender. Janelli and Bula trying to, and successfully working an opportunity, and now they have scored anyway, so it doesn't matter. Well, that couldn't have gone any worse than it actually has, could it? 1-0 down after 12 minutes in our first game back in the Career Mode RTG. Oh dear. Right then, let's turn that around, shall we? Nice turn by Navarrete. In there to Greco. Let it run slightly. The ball with me, but cheeky little McGeady spin works wonders. Renato Sanchez with the first time hit over the bar. Rather rushed into the challenge there, the defender. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to accelerate away from him at the rate I wanted to. Alvaro Morata finds Paredes into Renato Sanchez. Navarrete is there. Morata's there too. Greco into Alvaro, round the defender, and wide of the post. How have I missed that? Honestly, why is he fallen to the ground while he's shooting? And B, I can't believe I haven't got that on target. Right then, here we go again. Near to Roussillon. Just try and step away from the people that are with me there. Renato, I'm going to fire this into Morata, and it's a decent first touch, and he's around the corner of the defender. Oh, it's only a top save from Butland that stops us from getting an equaliser. Great move from Morata there. Cross to come in from Navarrete. It's a good delivery. Oh, Renato can't win it though. Aslanji gets it up and away. Navarrete into Mitchell Weiser, who does have a decent shot on him, but I just don't have the space to get one off there. Paredes through there to Renato. Go back to Paredes. Oh, it's a terrible pass, and Bojan will just put his foot through it. I think Stoke might be going slightly more defensive in this second half, but we'll have to wait and see if they come out of their shell a little bit. But they sat very deep at the beginning of the second period. It will have to do very, very well to try and get anything out of this game now. They've completely outplayed me, Stoke City. Trippy with a throw. Visor's there in space. For some reason he threw the ball into the space next to the man in space. That's going to drop to Greco. We'll take the free kick though, thank you very much. Tried to get past the defender, to be fair, with Greco, but wasn't able to do so. Eric Dyer has come on for Leandro Paredes. And Navarrette's got the free kick. I don't have a free kick specialist in my team, to be honest. I mean, Greco has 90 curve, but I could give it to Renato maybe. Let's try Navarrette. Come on, Lino. Do wonders. Put this in the back of the net. Give us an equaliser. That came off the wall. I thought that was destined for the back of the net then, I have to be honest. Navarrette whips the ball in. Underneath it is Sobey, because Bennett ended up on the floor. John Stones rushing forward. I don't really fancy shooting with him. Renato I will, though. Renato Sanchez blocked by Shawcross away for another corner. Navarrette to whip the ball in again. More towards the... Oh, into the 6-yard box. Is going to drop. Bennett tries to lay it back. And I can't score against Stoke. I quite simply cannot do it. I've tried everything. Long ball, intricate little passing, crosses, set pieces. Nothing is working against Stoke. That said, this move is going quite well, although I've now run out of space. Morata will look to turn inside. It's tackled, but Renato has it back. Look there for Greco. Hit it early. Greco, good save by Butland. It's not meant to be. I've got a horrible feeling that no matter what I try, we are not going to get ourselves an equaliser in this game. We are destined to lose 1-0. Good strength by Mitchell Visor. Time is running out here. We'll go to Mbappe. We'll go for a little bit of a run if I can. I've got Morata in front of me, but we go in here to Lozano. Good touch and turn, but running out of time and space. Here's Eric Dyer. Oh, God, I've got Mbappe with me, and we found him. Mbappe! Oh, there's so much relief. I haven't got it in me to celebrate properly. It's quite literally just pure, utter relief. Fires that in off the woodwork. We have an equaliser here through Mbappe. Having his shirt tugged there. And wow, what a finish from the youngster. Absolutely stunning finish. We equalise with practically the last kick of the game. We are going to be getting a point here away from home at the Britannia. Actually, no, it's the Bet365 Stadium now, isn't it? We're going to be getting a point at the Bet365 Stadium, formerly known as the Britannia. Oh, I mean, if you look at the stats, we deserve it. Jack Butland made a couple of top quality saves, but they were very difficult to play against. Tottenham don't play on Saturday, so they must have either played on the Friday, but I don't think they did, because we were already on the Saturday by the time we started the episode. So Tottenham haven't yet played, I don't think. Lots of feedback in the previous episode, by the way, of you guys saying, yes, definitely keep the England job. So I will most definitely be doing that. We will remain England manager for the time being and head into Euro 2020 in the summer, in between seasons 5 and 6. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that when it arrives. But for now, we're going to concentrate on the Champions League again. It's been a while since we played in the Champions League. This is the first knockout round, of course, after the group stage finished. We did very well in the group stage, although we lost twice to Bayern Munich, once in rather frustrating circumstances, once rather deservedly. But we know all about Napoli. At least we know all about Napoli in the first season. This, of course, being season 5, although season 4 in-game, of course, after the mix-up after season 1 and the rebuilding of the save, etc. Not sure what this Napoli side is going to look like in comparison with the side that we currently have in the other career mode going on the channel. So we'll have to wait and see what sort of team Napoli put out, but I'm hoping for a better performance and a better result here in the Champions League than we got against Stoke in the Premier League. We are at home, so it might be nice to keep a clean sheet and stop them from scoring any away goals. We'll just have to wait and see if we can actually do that. As you can see, quite a different lineup here for Napoli than we see in the other series we're running. Jorginho in the midfield, although he's a sub for me, and Insigne and Milik in the starting lineup, although Milik is a sub for me, as is Cajon on the right, but still, players that we know from that squad. Tonelli and Chiriches, obviously back up for me in that series, but starting here. Sportiello in goal, who's a player that we looked at in that series. Carriço at centre-back, the Portuguese from Sevilla. Marc Muniesa, interestingly, who in real life plays for Stoke, the team we've just played. And then they've got Valdefiori and David Lopez in the midfield. So a decent lineup a decent lineup. Not as strong as it is in the save that we have in the other series, or as strong as it is in real life for Napoli. But after a few seasons, they've clearly moved on a few players. Obviously, players like Hamsik and Dries Mertens will have aged out, so they've had to have replaced them with certain players. Whether they've replaced them with good enough players or not, I'm not sure. Cajon will be like 33 at this point, I think, in this save, and Morata nearly gives us a 1-0 lead at the very beginning. But unfortunately, Alvaro fires that wide of the target, and after just 3 minutes, did it start off on target? Maybe, but see with him cutting across the ball the way it bends away. Never mind, 0-0 after 3 minutes. There it is, into Mitchell Weiser, forward there to Alvaro Morata, nicely into Weiser. Go on then, why not? Strike and a half from Mitchell Weiser. Napoli can't seem to cope with us right now. We picked him apart and had a shot a moment ago where Alvaro Morata fired the ball wide. Weiser into Morata, who's involved here, gets the assist. But what a hit from Mitchell Weiser from the edge of the box, the right mid, who's going to be playing right back for us next year. Fires us 1-0 in front here against Napoli in the opening 7 minutes. That's a great goal. Let's hope for more of the same. Nice little 1-2 with Morata. He's gone again. Needs support. And Navarrette's arriving. Oh, Tonelli gets just enough on that. Perhaps I should have played it on the floor. The snowy conditions haven't really helped with play. Heavy touches, heavy passes, big bounces. It's been difficult to try and build good football, although we did start the game off in a very good manner, but I just haven't been able to maintain it, unfortunately. Jorginho on his way through me here, but thankfully Kieran Trippier cuts that out as it was a poor pass. Try and play a 1-2 here. Navarrete and Morata doing well. Good tackle by Vlad Širišes, though. That was a great turn. They've held me to just the 1-0 so far, Napoli, but hopefully in the second half we'll be able to extend on it. If I can start the second 45 the same way we started this first, then we should be able to get another goal. Navarrete. Sweep that outward to Mitchell Weiser. Pull that back there to Renato. Drop the shoulder into Lino Navarrete. In space. Started the move, but can't end it, unfortunately. Good save by Sportiello. Navarrete with a whip. Up goes Morata. Off the bar. Renato's underneath it. It's going to drop to Elliot Bennett, of all people, unfortunately. My instinct was to just shoot immediately, but unfortunately that really didn't work. Nice ball into Morata there. You can see the number of light blue shirts back there. I wanted to take the free kick, and in fact we will actually get the free kick. Navarrete to whip the free kick, and we'll see if we can get a goal from it. It's over the... Oh, wow! I think that might well be one of the best free kicks we've scored in this season. In this save, even. That was superb. I just seem to get the bend spot on. It's not very often you get a perfect free kick, but I think that might well be the perfect free kick from Lino Navarrete. Wow. That was unbelievable. Cambridge 2, Napoli 0. Just wait to time that pass right so we can get it to Navarrete, and then across here to Greco. Get the angle right. I'm actually going to have to turn inside, lay it across. No, it was Navarrete who was stood right there. He was stood right there. And surely 3-0 would not only have ensured victory tonight in this game, but may well have ensured victory overall over the course of the 2 legs. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. To Nicola Greco. Ruben Loftus-Cheek able to make that run in behind. Just shrugged off the defender. We'll try... Oh, lovely little step over. We'll let it across. And surely... There we go. That's 3. Now, that should be... Hopefully... Finally, the goalkeeper stops standing on his leg. I can run off and accelerate. Hopefully, 3-0 will be enough to see us win the overall tie. Napoli haven't been very good here. I don't know if they've had to rest players. So it didn't seem like the strongest of lineups from them, although it was still pretty decent. But I don't know. All we know is we've been absolutely brilliant here. It's like the polar opposite of the game against Stoke. We struggled against Stoke, but we've been very, very good here against Napoli. Allen coming forward here, and for a moment there, thought scored them an away goal that would be absolutely vital. Thankfully, though, they didn't. To Weiser to Morata. Nice spin on the ball. Here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I'm going to keep going this way to then play it back that way. Oh, Leandro Paredes in. 4 really would see us off, or see them off, but no. Good save by Sportiello. Cross to come in from Leandro Paredes, who just had that effort. That's a decent delivery, and John Stones is up, but over the bar goes the ball, and that was the final action of the game. A 3-0 win at home against Napoli. I'd like to think that's enough to guarantee us a spot in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Wow. I didn't realise we dominated it quite that much. They have more of the ball than me, just didn't do anything with it. Paris Saint-Germain get 2 away goals in Germany against Borussia Mönchengladbach. It's a good result for them, but a perfect result for us, including a perfect free kick. Let's head now into the third and final game of the episode against a team who I can't remember. Watford. It was Watford. There you go. I couldn't remember who it was. Here's Isaac's success. Eric Dyer trying to chase him down, but a little bit quick. Isaac's success, and Eric Dyer doesn't have the pace to deal with it. Wow. Peñaranda even hits the post with the header at the near post. We signed him, of course, in the Everton series that we started the FIFA 17 year with. We know how good Peñaranda can be. I don't think he actually ever scored even a single-headed goal for me, though, but he is very decent as a striker, and we'll have to clearly keep our eyes on him, because that's the first chance of the game. This could be the second. Oh, I just don't even know how that's ended up in the back of the net. Anthony Lozano with a ping into the top left. They hit the post at one end. We go right up the other. He just gets the ball under control, stops, turns, bang. Yeah, that actually just happened. I can't believe it. You probably don't believe it. The Watford fans can't believe it. I'm playing a full rotated 11 because my first team is all shattered from the game against Napoli midweek. Come here at home against Watford with my reserve team, and Lozano pulls that out the bag. Stunner. Shadows forward into Lozano. Good touch and turn. Oh, and it's nicely through to Rico Henry, of all people, the left back. Oh, yep, definitely a left back, isn't he, Rico Henry? Could have made it 2-0 after half an hour. Watford struggling so far this year. Clearly not able to cope with the sheer pace we have in this reserve team, with players like Lozano, Jamie McLaren, Rico Henry, and Mbappe, Zedos. Bradley Halliday is lightning quick at right back as well. They just can't cope with us. Jamie McLaren, oh god, that touch was absolutely terrible, but Loftus-Cheek will find Zedos, squeeze that through there to Eric Dyer. He doesn't have the pace, unfortunately, and Cabaselli does to get that away, but we were very nearly. Oh, we might still end up going 2-0 up, but no, they're going to clear their lines. Still just a 1-0.
On the back, browbeaten really by 10 consecutive defeats.
Yeah, I mean, almost the laughing stock of this division. And
they just said in commentary, Watford have suffered 10 straight defeats. Alan Smith even just went as far as to say that they were the laughing stock of the division. Apologies, Watford fans. I think that would be a little bit harsh to call you the laughing stock of the division. But, as I say that, and I apologise, I am 1-0 up, and I would like to extend my lead if you don't mind. I hope after 10 straight defeats that 11 won't really affect you that much, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, you've played well, you've hit the post. It's just unfortunate I went straight up the other end and scored and went 1-0 up from that particular chance. But they've been decent here, Watford. They really have. That's a lovely turn from Peñaranda, but Eric Dyer gets the foot in. Gadeli gets it out wide here to Holovas. And, oh, good tackle by Harry Darling to stop them from creating an opportunity. 10 straight defeats. That has got to be one of the worst streaks I think I've ever seen a CPU team go on, to be completely honest. Burnley last year in this save didn't do well at all, but at least they drew the majority of their games. They only won, what, 2 in the entire season, or 3? But to lose what hopefully, I say, might be 11 in a row here for Watford. Wow. Wow. Sorry, Hornet fans, but I'd very much like that to make 11. Or like to make that 11. Good grammar, Ches. There's Lozano. McLaren is there. Out to Zedos. Decent first touch. Cut back inside. McLaren's there. Oh, it will reach him, but in that header. Without Harry. Loftus-Cheek out wide to Bradley Halliday. I did make 2 changes in the 82nd minute, but the ball just hasn't gone out of play, so they haven't been able to get themselves onto the pitch. That back to Mbappe, and to be fair, I think the game might end before they get the opportunity to be substituted on, unless no, he's going to go out for a throw-in, and no, the game has ended before they got a chance to come on. Apologies, lads, but a 1-0 victory against Watford, submitting them to an 11th straight defeat. Well, that shows you how just empty or void of any real quality that game actually was. Spurs yet to play against Norwich. We drew, of course, against Stoke, and Spurs drew as well. So the gap at the top of the table remains a point, or remained a point, but I don't know what Spurs are going to do. It looks like they lost. You can see... Oh, actually, I'm probably in the way. Let me quickly train. It looks like they lost, though, because... Oh, I simulated that one. It looks like they lost because the gap's opened up to 3 points, which means... I'm not sure which way the results have gone then. I'm pretty sure that at the end of the last episode, the gap was a point. Or was it 4? Had it been... If it was 4, then I drew... I can't remember. I'd have to go back and watch the previous video to figure out what the gap was. All we know is right now, with Arsenal on the horizon, the gap is 3 points. With 13 games to go, the gap is 3 points at the top. We are still 10 points clear of Chelsea. Palace are up to 4th. Liverpool 5th. Manchester United 6th. Arsenal's still down in 15th. So they're having a great season. And Watford, 18 defeats from 25 games. 11 of which have come back-to-back. Sorry, Watford, but I don't quite think the team that you have right now is cut out for this level. Ooh, U Squad Monthly Report. Alfie Cooper, 81 to 87 potential. Nice to see him continue to grow. Esteban Ponce, 80 to 88. 89 to 94 still for Pablo Rivera. That's superb. And Callum Hall, 88 to 94. Got some really good youngsters on our books, ready to step up to the plate in a season or two's time. Whether we'll actually still be in this save or not, I'm not sure. By that point, we'll have to wait and see. I'll look through the monthly scout reports at the beginning of the next episode. But for now, that's going to bring today's to a close. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Hit that notification button so you know exactly when a video goes live. And I'll see you next time.